In this video, I wanted to talk about Rsyslog. So on the previous video, we said that everything that happened on our computer is being recorded, and those logs are being logged down inside the /var what did I do? Into /var log. So this is where all our different log is being kept in our computer. So imagine a situation where somebody happened to hack our machine and he knows that the log will be recorded. So he can go ahead and remove all the different things that he did, all the different information that was recorded, and we would never be able to know that somebody actually had access to our machine. So in the case where we decide to send all those logs on the third machine, as soon as something happened, backup of my log on the third machine, so that, you know, even if he remove all the log on the actual machine that he got logged into, it's going to be difficult for him to know that the logs are being sent to other machines as a backup. So that's mainly the idea of Rsyslog, which I can abusely say is a remote system logging. You know. So to be able to do that, we need to install some packages on the main server, which is this one we're going to call this the machine where all the logs are going to be redirected automatically. And for that, we install the Rsyslog package. And I always like to use my Vim editor. So that will be the two packages that I need for that exercise. And after installing that package, the next thing that I need is to start the Rsyslog service. So as I enable and starting that log service, I also need to open the firewall, because all those logs need to go through Rsyslog firewall, which I'm making sure that my firewall is running. And here I'm adding the port 514, which is the one Rsyslog is using. So after starting that, I need to go inside the file etc rsyslog.conf, which is the configuration file where I need to make some modification. In here, we look for the file that called amtcp. When I found that line pmtcp, I need to uncomment where I see module load. I uncomment that line, and I also need to uncomment where I say input type. After uncommenting those two lines, I need to define the template. So I want to come all the way down here to define my template, and I'll say where's the $sign on my keyboard if I can find it. So $sign here, I'm calling my template, and let's call the template a remote log. The name of it, it doesn't quite matter, and I'll say to my template, when everybody log, I want you to send those log inside the var directory, and I want to send it inside the log directory. All those log, I don't know how many clients I will be having, send all their log in inside another file that we're going to create, and we're going to call it client. And I'm going to put an %, to say record also the name of the host that is sharing the log here. So in capital, I'm going to put a host name. So this is going to be to record the name of those log, and I'm going to do another to %, and I say record the program. You know, what program would that be program name. So as I'm recording the program name, and also would like to capture the date of where that log is being captured. So I'm going to do a $sign now. This will give me the name of when that thing was captured. I believe I forgot to put my %, here, and %, also to close it, a percentage, sorry. And after I do that, I need to put a .log. And here I need to finalize it by saying all log that will be generated, those are the ones that I'm trying to send into my template that I create, that I call remote log. So after sending it that way, I just need to save it. And if I do ll into /var log again, we are not going to see any client log that is generated yet, because we need to restart the service, system switching, restart our Rsyslog. Rsyslog. So after restarting the Rsyslog, if we are trying to check again at this point, since we have not yet here, the client log is already been created because it's logging the information about his own machine as well. So if we do a ll on the client client log, we see the name of the host name that we define here is control, because this machine is control, so it's able to capture that name. So what we're going to do next, and if also we do an ll inside control, we're going to see some of those programs. Here we have a record about the Rsyslog, and we have some record about systemd. And the same way, if we go inside the systemd, we're going to see here a log based on the time. So these are the time that a log about Rsyslog was recorded, which is give you a better idea, or if you want to double check something. So at this point, we can go to one of our client machine to try to also set up the Rsyslog configuration for the client, which for him, we're going to tell him, hey, you need to send all your log to the Rsyslog print server. So for that, we are going to go ahead and install our same package, which is going to be the Rsyslog and our Vim editor for this one. And after installing that, we need to start our service also. So after starting our service, we go inside the file etc rsyslog conf. Since this one is the client, we don't need to uncomment .file. We can just come here and decide to say that we're trying to send all the logs that will be generated, and the two at means like we are sending a TCP type, which here we specify the IP address of the machine where all those logs are generated, and they will be going to the port 140. So at this point, I can just save this, and if I do systemctl restart Rsyslog, if we exit and trying to go to our main machine, and we want to do ll into /var log, we know that the log will be sent to the client. And at this level, we see that we are having the log about the node 1 that is being generated. So if we decide to go about the log 1, we will see what are the programs that have sent their logs over here, which we have Rsyslog, systemctl, and everything. And if we even are more curious to try to see what log the SSH has sent, it has a particular date here. We can cut it and be able to read what was sent at that particular time into that log, which here we see is a disconnect. When we did our exit from that machine, the log was recorded that the user root had exited, and he went to this machine over here. So that's how the log is being recorded. So same thing if we decide to go on the third machine, 6.52. And over here, we're going to do the same thing, which is install our Rsyslog file, our package with our Vim editor as usual. And then we're also going to start the service of the Rsyslog. So after starting the service within inside etc rsyslog.conf, and as we come down here, since this one is the client, we just need to specify that we will be sending all the log that will be generated, and we are sending it on the type TCP, and we specify the IP address of the machine where that log is going to be generated, 114. X as I'm safe. If I do a systemctl restart on our syslog, if we exit now and we do a LL into our client, here we will see that we have the information about the node 2 that is being generated. So at this point on, all the log that will be generated from node 2 and node 3 will be automatically be back up on this machine here that we call control. And also the log that is being generated by control will be also back up as well on this same machine. So that's the idea of the notion behind Rsyslog. So you guys go ahead, play with it, exercise, and have fun.